Maxine Henry from Maxine the Maximizer. I hope you're having a fabulous day. And as you know, I talk about how you can maximize your life. So, the clutter and the clatter in a relationship. The clutter and the clatter in a relationship. Story of the day. Story of the night. Story of every waking minute in a relationship. You see, when there's clutter in a relationship, it's not only the stuff that sits around on each and every surface in the home. It's on the floor, it's in the kitchen, it's at the front door, it's in the car. It's just about everywhere, every inch of the house. And if clutter and disorganization is in every inch of your home, it's going to be in every bit of conversation that you have with your spouse. And you go, what are you talking about? I said, yes. I've seen it so many times. Wonderful, beautiful people, great minds, but the clutter in their relationship, it creates so much stress. And so oftentimes we think it's just physical. It is mental and it is emotional stress. It makes us angry. It makes us sad, unhappy. We're always in disagreement. You cannot agree on anything. And we always point the finger. It's his fault. It's her fault. And I'm not saying you don't have problems in relationships where there's organization, but it's at a minimum. But when there is clutter and disorganization in your home, and you can see it physically, remember again, I say it's mental and it's emotional and it is financial, because you spend what you have and you spend what you don't have. And there is no balance because you cannot reconcile anything. The clutter, it's like a jungle. You cannot see in it. You cannot see through it. It is dark. It is deep. And it's not desirable. It brings out the worst in you, not the best. It brings out the worst in you because it blocks you off from seeing the things that are so beautiful and so natural in each other. And it becomes a pain in your brain because it's not like it's built up over a day. It's days, it's months, it is years. And it has been overlooked over and over and over again. And now you reach that point in your relationship, the breaking point. You don't know how to get over it. You don't know how to get from under it because it is just so much. The cup is full and now it's running over. It's like a leaky pipe. If you don't fix it, it's going to continue going tip, 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 tip. And it goes on for days, weeks, months. And not until you fix it it won't change. The sound may get louder and louder and louder. And that's what clutter and disorganization in a home does to a relationship. That's what it does to a family. Nobody can see each other anymore. Nobody can hear each other anymore. And then you'll add the electronics of the day. That makes it worse. Nobody speaks to each other anymore. It's like your mom says, go talk to your father. And your father says, go talk to your mother. Clutter and disorganization, the stuff in a relationship, the impact it has on you each and every day. So you go, what can you do about it? What will you do about it? Everybody has to stop for a moment. If you're in a situation like that, you have to stop. Just simple stop. S-T-O-P. And I say stop because you have to stop playing the blame game. Because you are just as guilty as the other person. He doesn't have more guilt than you. You don't have more guilt than him, or less. You're both in it. You know, when you got married, you say for better or for worse. I've never been married. I've never said a vow. I've always lived by myself. So I don't know what that feels like. But I've been around enough relationships to have an idea of what is happening. So for better or worse. And so I say you need to stop. Stop for a moment and listen. Stop for a moment and look around. Let your eyes wander around your space. What do you see? What do you hear? You hear that pipe dripping, right? Tip, 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 tip. And when you look around, what kind of thing in your space inspires you? And if you can't find any inspiration, then there's a problem. So now that you've stopped, and if you can see what kind of picture can you see, and what does a picture say about you and the relationship that you are in? Life indeed is a picture. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So when you look at the picture of your space, and the picture of your spouse, and the picture of your children, what is it worth? What value can you put on it? Value in terms of time, money. Because those are the two things we think about all the time. Time and money. But I want you to think about what kind of impact is it having on the life that you're currently living. What kind of value is it adding to your life? You will find many answers. Hopefully one day you will share them with me. And now that you have had that moment of silence, that moment of observation, what are you thinking? And the next question is, what are you going to do about it? What can you do about it? What kind of change do you want? What kind of change are you willing to make? What are you willing to give? Because you will have to give up something to get what you need. And what you need, it means you will have to do something in order to receive it. So you have to give to receive. And so, as I said before, I want you to stop and look around and what you see, the kind of impact it is having on you, the people within your space, the things within your space. What kind of joy, what kind of hope, what kind of relationship is it creating? And since you've stopped, what are you going to do about it? And you may ask yourself, what can I do about it? Because it's all too much. Like everything in life, we have to recognize what the problems are. And we have to come up with the solutions. We have to come up with solutions. Because we recognize the problem. And then we have to put a plan in place. And that's what you are going to do. You have to put a plan in place to change your attitude and your behavior. And you have to become conscious. So it's the ABC: attitude, behavior, and consciousness. And if you can get all of those three together, then you're ready to take on the challenges, to make the changes. So it's attitude, behavior, challenges, and then you can move on from there. So today you want to get organized. You want to be organized. You can do it. You have the opportunity. You gotta change your attitude, change your behavior, and create the opportunity. I am Maxine the Maximizer. I talk about how you can maximize your life. If you do have any questions, give me a call at 416-590-1008. Or you can simply email me at info@maxinethemaximizer.com. Yes, we would love to talk to you about your clutter and your disorganization, how it is affecting your relationship, and what you can do about it. Don't let all that stuff keep stuffing up your relationship. Maxine the Maximizer. Bye for now.